they face dumb because it still touch money, case closed. In other words, that case done. Possession with attempt to deliver was case 1. Case 2 was at the courtroom where I was chased from. Yeah, the cops behind me took him on a straight run to the hood, middle finger to the cop station. You would not place him. I'm all grown now and I would not go to jail until I say when. Shit, I can survive in a high state pen with 100-something dimes, no 5 straight 10. Yeah, there's 4 boys on them blocks that's laced in. Fuck the whole Penn State. Shout out to the state pen.
First of all, let me state my name, man. It's Bricks. Bricky. Whatever you know me as. I mean, this is the Free Bricky, the documentary. And, you know, I'm gonna give y'all everything raw and uncut. All the questions people been asking me throughout the years, when I was on the streets, when I was in jail, who did what, who fucking with you still, or who not around. I mean, I'm answering everything in this documentary, man, for like one last time, and we can get out the way like that.
It's up to me to put West on the map. So now on my change, I'm investing in rap. I hit the booth, mic check, I'm a molester the track. I'm sick cause I spit more than Sylvester the Cat. Pull out, hey, this nigga like, what weapon is that? The old fashioned ooze, but it black, just like a Mac. Fall back, my niggas a clap. You ain't fucking with this radical cat. I need the red, cause this nigga a rat. I'm hot, I make thermometers crack. And blow shit up to make you think that Osama was back.
I was born and raised at the bottom in West Philly. You know, I was born on 36 in Spring Garden, and then, you know, from there, I mean, I ain't gonna say I grew up there because I moved from there when I was like 2 or something like that. But my childhood memories is on 49th and Aspen. From there, between there and, you know, 38th and Mellon down the bottom, that's basically like my whole childhood where I grew up at. You know, it was fun and shit. Like, I had a normal childhood. Like, I don't really know if like my folks was struggling or nothing like that, because if they was, like, I never could tell. So for the most part, man, my brothers, you know, had what we want, did what we want, shit like that, like normal regular childhood shit.
So how old was you when you started getting into the streets and stuff like that?
When I started getting into the streets, I mean, like from an early age, like a kid, like I'm not gonna say I was in the streets, but you know, I was around certain shit. Like before I even like got like in the streets myself, I was around certain shit and seeing certain shit, and like I would say like 10, 11 years old, I was like seeing shit and being in a mix of shit, but I really didn't get in the streets until I would have to say like 14, something like that. Because, you know, I was playing football. I started playing football when I was like 7 or 8.
Where did you play football at?
I was playing for the Frankfurt Chargers down there and shit, so like being in the mix with football pants on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how young I was. I would have my football pads on and had like sweatpants on over top of that, like trapping. But this is like when we moved up Ruby Street, and that's like, you know, where I really started getting in the mix at up there and shit like that.
How old was you when y'all moved on Ruby Street?
I was like 10 years old, like 10 or 11. Like, so that's why, like, you know, when motherfuckers be like, where you from? I always say Ruby Street because that's where I, like, became me. Like, my roots is still down 49th Street and down the bottom and shit like that, but Ruby Street is what made me, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Smokers come in size order, I be chirping the line, moving so much weight, I be hurting my spine. No trades, no nicks, I'm chirping them dimes. I serve everything, even if they working with 9. They can give me $8 and a dollar and dime. Swear to God, one hit they gon' be out of their mind. When I spit, they be like, shit, he gotta be signed. Most shit that they spit is probably mine. These small niggas wanna be me. Bang me on the CD, watching the DVD, the only way you gon' see me. Touch money we be, coming up in 3D. And the only L's we took was filled up with kiwi. I can give a fuck about what click you be. Between A, B, and C, and who put you D? Who empty every last bullet in the clip like me? And got butter on the strip like me? Who you know like me? Reppin' that WP? Nobody. I'm not worried about it, them niggas is nobody.
Jonesy.
Nah, what up,
What's up, man? We got this Bricks documentary, man. Had to slide up and check
Bricks,
that out.
Man.
Yeah, free
That
Bricks.
nigga was fire.
Where you had him ranked at, man?
Where, over there? On Touch Money?
On Touch Money, yeah.
Both camps or just Touch Money? Y'all
Just
know y'all had like...
Hold on, well, hold on. Not where you had him ranked at as far as in the city. On a competition tip, because you know y'all was the other side.
All right, not counting outside. I ain't gonna count outside. That's not fair.
No, you can count your side, but just don't be biased.
He was fire, but I don't think he got his opportunity.
Right.
For people to hear him outside of the diss world and outside of the few DVDs where it wasn't like competition, like to just hear him just be like an artist and just rap, tell his story, give up his pain, like. He got that shit. It's
right.
Like every time you seen him, it was in action mode. Or...
What you think? Where you think he'd be at like now if he was still out here? Never went to jail. You think he could? I mean,
if
still
he kept that
hanging
hunger,
in?
if he kept that hunger, he'd be in a great position, or he'd be gone already. Like on, as far as when I say gone, like on, because the energy of where rap at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it. If he could have been out and kept his energy. Where rap has gone, it'd have been like high on that wave. That was like where he was at, where he was going, like up tempo, pain, like drilling it down, but it was just like just pain music. You know what I'm saying? That's all drill is. It's pain music, just directed. They doing what we did, but it's just more directed, like more hatred. I ain't hate niggas. It was just a competition. And these niggas be hating each other. Like, I want them to die. Like they be trying to kill them in the raps.
Right.
This is different.
So how old was you when you started rapping?
Oh man, I think I was like 13, 14 at the time, man. I had went to the youth study center, and there I was just so bored and shit. Like I was just making up shit, like, and I wasn't even like taking it serious. I just was making up shit because my older brother, this nigga used to always be rapping and shit in the crib and listening to music and shit. So I naturally like gravitated towards that. Once I started like putting little raps together, and I used to let motherfuckers hear it, like the youth study center, and them motherfuckers was reacting like I was like fucking Jay-Z or somebody when I was rapping this shit. And I'm like, damn, I'm thinking to myself like, this shit, like, this shit easy. Like, I'm just putting shit together. And motherfuckers like, yo, let me hear this joint. Like, motherfuckers remembering my raps. And I don't even remember them. Like, I had to go look on the paper. Like, I remember one time I had this nigga and shit. I don't even want to say myself, but some nigga that was like my roommate or whatever. This nigga knew. I probably had like 3 raps. But this nigga knew every rap word for word, and I didn't even know it word for word. I had to read the shit off the paper, like to the point I'm thinking this nigga used to steal my paper and read the shit when I wasn't in the room.
Bricky Raw, younger than breakfast. He dressed to that bitch ass nigga Quilly Mills, coming in my man Bricky Raw.
Yo, somebody better tell Quilly chill, Quilly who, Quilly Mills, shit I'm on Quilly Hills. Look, it's nothing for me to get Quilly killed, but I'm a box and say it all just to say if Quilly real. For real, I stretch Quilly grill, then I'm going down north with that West Philly still. Fuck a headshot, we can bet Quilly deal. Headshot, headshot, headshot till he kill. Yeah, for real, you little bitch made nigga. If I ain't got the pump, I got the switchblade, nigga. And I ain't leaving shit graves, nigga. Cause I've been busting gas since the 6th grade, nigga. And fucking little raps that you said, nigga. Like, he to turn your wife beat her black and red, nigga. Yeah, I swear to God, if I can't, you dead, nigga. Cause I keep banana clips for you apple head niggas, for real. Man, what you the fuck you talking about, nigga?
So how you link up with Touch Money?
I linked up with them. I was up Glen Mills and shit. I know this shit probably seem like I've been locked up my whole life, but but I was up. Lee Sean and Ern and them and Piedmont and them used to be like, yo, when you come home, you should fuck with my man Meek Mills and all this and the third. I never heard of these boys at the time. Meek Mills, Joey Jihad, or NH and Reed. I never heard of these boys at the time. You know, I was writing rhymes and coming home on home pass. My old head Moose, rest in peace, Mussolini and shit, man. My old head Moose. This the first nigga, like, other than Chick that I feel like really try to push me and really, like, made me feel like yo, you could really do this shit. Like, cause he set me down in his car one day, and like this nigga then cried to me one day, like with some real shit, like yo, you really got something. You could do something, and you could do something with the music. Like, you ain't gotta be in the streets and doing what you doing and shit. He got like a little bitch in the world with him, so he telling me like yo, my little bitch wanna hear you rap and shit. Rap for her. So he put the beat on, and I'm sitting in the back of the car just rapping and shit. A couple weeks go by, I go back up Glen Mills, come back on the home pass, and I'm walking down 52nd Street, and like motherfuckers like yo, what's up, Bricks? Like, damn, that's Bricks that rap and shit. So I'm like, fuck are they talking about? So a bitch comes to me like, yo, I just see you on the DVD, like you killed that shit. The whole time when I was rapping for Moose, bitch, he was recording me. And I didn't know. And I goes up to the stand on 52nd Street and asked the boy, like, yo, y'all got me on the DVD. So he spent he had the little portable DVD player on the stand. He put the DVD in and showed it to me. He like, yo, motherfuckers been coming up here buying this shit all day now. I'm like, what the fuck? So
that's how you started dealing with MH and Kaboom and MI and all that?
I started dealing with them because, you know, the nigga they had a store on 52nd Street called the Music Hut. And back then, they used to have like some joint called, it was like a Freestyle Friday or Cypher Sunday, some shit like where every weekend motherfuckers come up there and battle, or you ain't even got a battle, you can just come up there and rap.
Me and Bricks actually battled.
Like somebody, they was like, came to that joint like, yo, we in this group or whatever.
I was like, yo, he fired, we can't let him leave like that. He walking out the door, I'm like, yo, bro, let me holla at you. He come back, I'm like, bro, you trying to rap with us?
Like, we trying to fuck with you type joint.
He was with Marley Franks, shout out to Marley Franks. They had a group already. I wanted Bricks so bad that I said, I don't give a fuck if you got Marley Franks, your niece, whoever you got, I'll take all of them.
Hey, you know, that was that.
I already know what it is. And they still smacking niggas and clapping niggas. You run up, you getting done up. This touch money shit. This shit is to the death. Like, I mean, niggas don't even understand what this is. This is not no rap group. This is none of this shit. This shit is to the death, man. It's the Free Bricky documentary, and that's what we on right now. That shit, like I said, this shit to the death. We all got it on us. All of us. What we doing? What we talking about? There's a lot to talk about when we want to talk about him.
How was your relationship when he was home, like before he went to jail?
Me, him, and you know, we always, like I said, we always a family and shit. Like we always a gang, whatever. But probably like me, him, Hoop Papers, and Nah. We probably had the tightest relationship. No disrespect to the rest of everybody, but we probably had like the tightest relationship out of the 10 of us that it was. You feel me?
Right.
So you gotta think he was the live wire. Like he was the. I was like the, you know, I'm like the aggressive one, but he the one that's going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? He the one that's going, I might come in rowdy, but he the one that's going to be like, fuck all of that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Can you tell us something that might have happened when you actually knew, like, that, like, damn, that's my man, like, that's my homie, like, something he might have did for you?
When we was battling headshots, he was beating a lot of them niggas the fuck up. He was front line, like, for everybody. That's when I knew, like, it's my dog. He's front line. If I can't call nobody else to really get the job done besides Nah, I know I can call Bricks, you know what I mean? That's my dog, Free Bricks. Like, he got to get the fuck out of there. This shit be burning me up, like, on some real shit.
So you know we gotta ask you, what's your favorite Bricks first?
They be like, who your player? I be with Pookie Papers. What'd he say? Y'all niggas is coochie chasers. Bricks flow is what got him. Bricks got a flow like nobody else. Nobody else. I never heard a nigga flow like him, ride a beat like him, let alone 90, I don't want to incriminate my man, but 95% of the shit he was saying was the truth. Like, honestly, like, don't use this against him in the courtrooms, you know what I mean? But like, 95% of the shit that he was saying, he meant it, he stood for it, like, you know what I mean?
When the last time you spoke to him?
I actually spoke to him today, and that shit made my day, you feel me? Like, because a lot of people don't understand, like, we was kids, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't really had no responsibilities. Like, I think Bricks was the first one that had kids out of all of us. Like, you know what I mean? So we ain't had no responsibility. So like, it's no reason, no excuses to be made. Like, so we start to lose contact a little bit, especially when he flew in from different jails. When he was in the county, I was more hands-on with him. You feel me? Like when he was in the county, because it's right there.
Right.
So when when they moved him out, shit got a little rough. It was never no love lost for him, but I started having kids. So the shit that I actually could do for him, it kind of slowed down and shit like that. Like, so thanks to sis though, like thanks to you, like I talked to him 2 days in a row on the strength of you. You feel me? And that shit, right. He probably don't know, but that shit made my day. And it wasn't like no confrontation on the phone. It wasn't none of that. It just was like, bro, da-da-da-da. When I hang up, I make sure I tell him, bro, I love you, bro. It ain't another nigga like him, man. If y'all listen to these young niggas that's coming up, the Leaf Wars and all that, they repping.
Shout out to Leaf Ward. He always
shout out to Leafy. Shout out to Leafy. Shout out to Skinny Mees. It's just a lot of niggas that repping like on some real shit, and that's hard, bro. And y'all understand how he don't even understand how powerful that is. You be going for a year, niggas forget about you. Right. I don't be rapping for 6-7 months and niggas be off me. You know what I mean? I'm talking about he been down
14 years.
14 fucking years, and niggas still free bricks. I'm talking about the young boys that probably never even met him. Just his story alone, his life story, and the fact that he living this shit ain't a nigga that can get on his camera and say he ain't what he say he is, bro. All the rappers know because he was beating y'all up. I was right there. I was right there. I'm talking about he catching niggas in the mall, punching on them. He catching niggas on they blocks. I'm like, bro, we can't go to people's blocks, bro. It don't work like that. He going to people's blocks, punching on niggas. He just was the live wire. A lot of niggas probably happy he there, and a lot of niggas are safer that he's there. Like, for real. Like,
so if you could tell him anything right now, what would you tell him?
I love the shit out of you, bro. You know the vibes. You know what it was with us. You know what it's always going to be with us. I don't give a fuck how long, we might not talk to each other or I might not see you. Bro, you got a place in my heart like one of my blood brothers, you feel me? Like, don't ever think it's nothing. It will never be no disagreements with us, bro. I'll take your backlash, because sometimes, you know what, I'm a man. I be feeling like I deserve it, because you is in a tighter situation than me. You is in a tighter situation than all of us that's out here. I ain't going to just say maybe all of us. We all should be doing more for bricks. Like I said, when you call me about bricks, I come out. I came right out, you feel me? But we still should be doing more for him, bro, because any nigga in that group know he was a frontline nigga, bro, on some real shit. And like I said, bro, I love you. I can't, there's no other words that can explain it. Like, I love you. Your genuineness, the way you, even when you was in the jail, the way you was holding my name down, everywhere you've been, you know what I mean? It's nothing I can say bad about you. It's nothing I can tarnish your name with. I love you to death, bro. Like, I'll give you this, I wish you was here so I can give you the same energy that you was giving me back then, that when I was young and I ain't realized. You know what I mean? I wish you was here, bro. I love the shit out you. Like, free Bricky, like, that shit will never, ever change. It's touch money to the death. If it's war, then it's war. We bring the drama to your steps, man. Free Bricky, man.
Who was it that you was around on the, like, once you became, like, a part of Touch Money, like, who was it that you was, like, around every single day? Like
it was a point in time, like, when we all used to be around each other every day. Like, the nigga, like, I met Puka of Glen Mills. This was my man. I used to be with him every day. I used to be with H every day. I mean, we all used to be together every day, like, for the most part. But, like, on an all-day, everyday tip, Pook was my man.
And I don't fuck with niggas that be huffing on that liquid.
And they be on some shizzy.
Because we ain't with it.
Yeah, L's that we be blowing, it be fuzzy and it's the zig.
Someone ask, can you hit
Why
it?
these L's to the zig?
Yeah, this Pook Papers, Pook 215 Papers. You already know what it is. 1/2 for no records. Free my dog, Bricky Raw.
Alright, so we want to start, just let everybody know how y'all met real quick.
I met Bricky Raw up Glen Mills, but we was pups, you feel me? We was like 2 of the top niggas that was rappers up there, you know what I mean? I think we had a little battle in the gym or the rec hall one day, and after that we just was tight. You know, it's my dog since then.
And what made you want to rap with Touch Money?
I didn't say I never really had plans on it. He was rapping with Touch Money after we had got out of Glen Mills. You know, I was doing my thing in the streets. I seen him doing his thing on DVDs and shit. Then I just ran into him one day. So he kind of like put me on. Like, he put me on to the Touch Money situation. You feel me? I was fucking with him. He was fucking with them. So I started fucking with them.
And do you got a A favorite Bricks verse of yours, of his?
I don't know. That's something that I wish I was pre-X right there. I got too many of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know my favorite right now.
All right, so what's your favorite joint of y'all together?
Mine on My Money.
Okay.
Mine on My Money, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. But for real, like, all our shit classic to me.
So what separated you and him from the rest of Touch Money?
We was more like, we don't give a fuck type niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was more, like, everybody in Touch Money wasn't street niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to sit here and say who was who, but everybody wasn't, like, street niggas, but, like, I was really in the streets, you feel what I'm saying? And, like, bro really was with me. Bro didn't really give a fuck about nothing, and I didn't really give a fuck, you feel me? Like, it ain't until we started catching a wave is when I started paying attention, like, oh, like, we might be on to something, you feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, niggas know what was going on, man. They know who the realest niggas was. I mean, it's just a bottom line. Like, if you ask anybody from back there, they'll tell you all about papers and bricks. Like, niggas was different, you know what I'm saying?
And how was your relationship outside of Touch Money, like when it was just you and him?
That was my dog. Like, it was to the point where motherfuckers thought I was from West Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you not from West Philly?
No, I'm not from West Philly.
Where you from?
You know what I'm saying? I'm from South Philly.
Oh, okay.
Motherfuckers thought I was from West Philly, you know what I mean? Because of the way I used to fuck with bro.
So was it ever any competition between you and Bricks as far as rapping?
No, not really. Like, honestly, I always accepted the fact that bro was better than me. You know what I mean? I think when we was up Glen Mills, it was more of a competition up there. But, like, I feel like once he got on his note and he realized he was being a rapper for real, like, I just accepted bro was better than me. I always took the back seat. You know what I mean? If it had to be bricks and poop papers, then that's what it was. Like, put him first, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no jealous nigga. I just wanted to win. I wanted to see bro win, you feel me?
So is it a story that you want to tell everybody about you and Bricks that everybody don't know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a lot of stories, a lot of memories, like, you feel me? Like, a lot of memories, like, but I was just saying on a day-to-day, man, like, we was more like brothers than friends, like, you know what I mean? That was really like my nigga, like, you know what I mean? For people that don't know, or people that thought like we just rap together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on the run for shit, staying at his house, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom fuck with Bricks mom, grandma, they fuck with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so what's your relationship like now?
I mean, minus the jail separating our communication, like, that's still my brother, you feel me? And if I wasn't locked up doing my time right now, I'd still be rocking for him and doing what I can for him, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my childhood friend, like, bro ain't never crossed me, you feel me? He ain't never disrespected me, you feel me? So, like, I'm forever loyal to him.
So is there anybody that you know, kept in contact with you throughout the years during the time that you've been locked up?
I mean, Poop did, you know, Nah did, and that's basically about it. Like, I ain't really hearing from niggas like that. Like, I mean, like, throughout the years, it might be a time where I might call somebody, and, you know, other people might be around that person. We'll chop it up for a couple minutes, but as far as, like, motherfuckers, like, reaching out to me and, you know, trying to, like, check up on me and shit like that, like, that ain't happening, like, ever. I expected, like, motherfuckers to, like, you know, just be around. Because, like, I'm the motherfucker, like, when we was on the streets and we was doing what we was doing, I was one of the motherfuckers that would have, like, blew somebody's head off for what we was doing.
What's your name, or what people know you as?
Amy, from South Philly.
Okay. And how long you been locked up with Brick?
Well, I've been locked up for 16 and a half. Me and Bricks was in the county back in 08, and we've been up here in Huntington since 2017.
Okay. And so it was a situation when Bricks first got locked up, it was rumors going around that, you know, he told on his co-defendants and he was getting into a lot of fights or whatever. So without saying no names, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, when Bricks first came through the county, you know, everybody was saying he told on his co-defendants and all that. And so when he came on the block, a couple dudes wound up rolling on him in his cell. And it was another CO that we know from down the bottom. He asked the dudes, you know, give his youngin a rumble one-on-one. You know what I mean? Only person went in there to rumble was only one dude. So Bricks went back in the cell, rumble. You know what I mean? You know, he handled his business and come out later on that both of his co-defendants, the ones that told on him, and he ain't even the one that did the telling.
Right. Did you ever see any proof that he didn't tell?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen a pre-trial hearing where it says that Bricks never, Walter White never made no statements.
Right. So
I seen the statements from his co-defendants telling on him. I seen one of them. Yeah.
Right. So was he holding it, like when he was getting into the fights or whatever like that? Was he holding his own in those situations?
No doubt. Yeah, he held his own. You know, 3 people tried to stroll on him. You know, he went in the cell. He ain't do no bitch shit running nothing like that. You know, he did his own thing. You know what I mean? And you know, he still did the one when he asked for the one, and they gave him the one. Only one person. The other 2 people ain't want to fight him. But he held his own.
All right. And how can you say he was then compared to now?
Well, now you know, he work out. He a little bit more focused on his law work. Though he do a little bit more studying as far as like Islam from back when we was, you know, in the county. You know, he grew up.
Well, I appreciate your time. I thank you so much. We putting out this documentary, so you know, we just wanted to hear from people that actually been in with him, you know what I mean, that know about the actual situations, that could tell us firsthand, you know what I mean, what was going on.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So what was your reaction when they gave you your sentence? What was your sentence, like, first of all?
My sentence was, I got sentenced to 30 to 70 years and shit for homicide and robbery. But like my reaction at the time was like, I was like, damn, like I couldn't like fathom like 30 years at the time, like, so it didn't really hit me. Like I was more so happy that they ain't say life, like, you feel what I'm saying, because that's what I was facing. So like I wasn't happy that they was giving me 30 years, but I'm like, damn, like I got 30, but they was trying to give me life. So like, not fucking, but like, I mean, I gotta figure out how I could do less than this 30 years, like, you feel what I'm saying. So it's like, it didn't hit me until later on. A couple years had went by until I really like was like, damn, like 30 years, and I'm thinking like my oldest daughter gonna be my kids gonna be in their 30s when I come home, like, you feel what I'm saying? Because I had Naya and Shia and Zaira was just being born, Shia was 2, Naya was 3, so I'm like, damn, by the time I come home they gonna be in their early 30s, and that's when the shit started hitting me. And I'm watching them grow up, and you know, my mom bringing my daughters up here, and I'm carrying them in my arms, all 3 of them at one time, like little babies. And then 2 years will go by, now they walking. A couple more years will go by, or fucking Naya my size. That's when the shit hit me, like, you feel what I'm saying? You know, I always stood on like who I am as a man, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I knew I was in the streets and I was ripping and running, so I couldn't like cry and be like, you know, I had to take what came with what I was doing. You feel what I'm saying? And even though like I got 30 years, I look at it like I don't got life. Like it's motherfuckers in this joint that's not gonna never go home. This old ass men in this joint that been in here for 50 years. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't like look at them and be like, man, that old ass stupid. I always look at them and be like, damn, like they give me hope. Like I ain't gotta be in this joint as long as them. Like, so I look at it like that.
My boy ain't fucking guilty, man. Niggas got shit mixed up. Like, he gonna be back out here. Ain't nobody giving up faith on him, man. That shit to the fucking death, man.
got love for you, bro. Free you, though. But I'm mad that y'all beat me in the project, though.
I'm on my shit again. I feel like scales on the block with a brick again. Balls from the bottom, bitch, I'm lit again. Bricks, I'm on my shit, nigga, let's get it in. No middleman. Guarantee you pop on that citizen. Act if I snap, turn that coke into crack. Crack in the dope, turned that dope into smack. My pop broke the glass, banging on it like he's Shaq. He relaxed, but you need to relax, cause we back. There's 10 racks in my pocket, all stacked, straight chicken, hot wings, yeah, and nigga, all racks. These all cap, niggas is all cap, all facts, matter of fact, they all facts, man.
I feel so ashamed to cry, but you go commit a homicide.
I can't even play this. Yeah, that's how we carried it though, man. Shit like that. Had for brick.